Hey, good night, what's up? We're still live on the record. Some of you, however, will be watching on my YouTube channel, and I'm really glad that you're joining me. I'm trying to push for 10,000 views before the end of this calendar 2013. So, you know, if you like it, just share. Oh gosh, if you don't like it, push a little thumbs down, do something and make me feel like if I'm alive. All right? You can also follow me on Twitter at TT Game Plan, and you can look out Fridays, Metro Magazine, free in your Friday Guardian. You can look out for my Sportline column. That's the bottom line in sports. All right? This Friday, we're going to talk about a few things, and next week and the following week, we're going to do a wrap-up and a projection for into 2014. Same thing we're going to do here. So next week, you know what I mean? Buy your popcorn, get your Kool-Aid, get everything all set for a real nice night. We're going to have some of my friends from in the media. But anyhow, tonight we have Norris, Ferguson, and we've been joined by Kevin Jeffrey, who is the Youth Development Director over at Central FC. So, welcome to the set, Kevin.
Thank you very much. Compliments of the season.
Right back at you, man. Many, many returns. All right, so, Kevin, Central is one of those teams that really does a lot of farming at home. You all recently would have done some scouting. What are you finding out there, man?
Well, at one point I was thinking that we were starved for talent.
Really?
Yeah, but in the central area I realized that there's a lot of untapped talent. So there's a lot of talent coming through. We really want to focus on the central area. However, you know, we got kids coming from, you know, from east, west, north and south. You know, we don't want to turn back any kids because we're about development. And, you know, have a few kids from down in the south area.
Right.
Our future in football is bright if we do the right development.
What are you looking for? What age group? What size? Speed? What do you emphasize in the central football ethic then?
Well, I don't really want to give him a secret. However, what I would tell you...
These people don't want to talk about nothing. This is on the record. This is not next to the record or around by the record. This is on the record, by the way, fellas. Anyhow, go ahead.
In today's football, honestly, it's easier to take an athlete and turn him into a footballer than take a footballer and turn him into an athlete. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for athletes.
Size, speed, strength, aggression.
When you watch the top level footballers, that's what they have. Right. Unlike, well, Messi is something out of this world, but outside of that, athletes.
Right. You know, this is not your team, but recently, your opponents in tomorrow night's final, they would have been trying to export some players. Jovan Jones went on trial at Udinese in Italy, Serie A. Daniel Cyrus, Jamal Clarence, Jarrell Brito in Vietnam. They're all back home. Why?
Well,
what's your gut instinct tell you about?
Gut instinct? We just a dot in the world and also in the world of football. Being a former professional.
Stop. Wait. Dwight York from an even smaller dot.
Yeah, well, you will have these special ones that can make it through. And football is not just down at the feet.
Right.
Football is mental most of all.
Okay.
Right? And after taking that into consideration, we don't look at meals when you go abroad. I no pilau in Udinese. I no roti. So all these things it's things that you have to get used to as an individual. And if you are not developed correctly, when you go out, you would struggle. I'm not saying that W Connection and all these other people, they're not doing the right things. I'm just telling you from my experience. Right. It's tough to go in and settle. You know, you see players, you know, big players from the Premiership, they might go to Spain, they might struggle, or they might leave from Spain or Italy and come to the Premiership and struggle because it is difficult. Football is easy because we watch it and it's simple. But the little things that make you successful is not always your skill and your talent and your ability to play the game.
Yeah, but on the same note, you'll see any amount of Africans going up to Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Russia, all of these places very close to the Arctic Circle, Scandinavian leagues, and they do well.
Survival of the fittest.
They do, and they're not just doing well, they do great.
Survival of the fittest. Do you want to make a better life for yourself? How bad do you want it? Right? All the great players, basically, they have come from the slums in football and have made it because It's all mental. It starts from small, having a dream to be successful. Being successful don't just come because, okay, I get an opportunity this one time and you take it. It's a development process.
How do you, Kevin, teach that 14-year-old coming into your program? How do you say, hey, you had to go out there and you had to be tearing it apart?
Okay.
You had to be pulling the leg off?
Easy answer. At our club, we have players who have played in World Cups, who have played abroad as professionals, right? I'm affiliated to professional players who play outside, you know, Dennis Lawrence, Marvin Andrews, you know, Sterling John, and guys like this. So when they come in, you can always ask them to, and these guys are willing to come and share their experience. You know, at our club, we have Terry Fenrick, who played in a World Cup, Brent Sancho, you know, so we have people within our club that have been there, have done it, and then we have some friends as well that we can always call on.
I hear you. All right, so fellas, tomorrow night, big final, but Central has not been doing well. Is it that you all sacrifice some of the season for the big cups? I know the FA trophy is very important to you, Norris, okay, but how many of the guys on the pitch actually share that desire?
Well, I can't say that we have not been doing well. I mean,
well, you ain't been doing great.
Well, if you look at the table, although we are 7th, there are just a few points separating.
10, something like 10 points. That's a
well, it's 2 points from 2nd and 3rd.
All right.
And 1 point from 5th and 6th.
Okay.
So really, when you look at it.
So you're playing for 2nd, Norris?
I'm playing for 2nd.
Oh, go come now, man.
I'm playing for 2nd.
2nd is the first loser.
No, two teams go to the CONCACAF.
I hear you. So that's one of the goals that you all have in mind.
One of the goals that we have in mind.
All right. Only feel like you tear up some of them Mexican team?
As I indicated to you earlier, football still remains 11v11.
MP for Central FC. We coming right back, no going away. We're still on the record.